Hi again, I'm Dr. Light from the Brainchild Institute, and today I want to talk to you about some things to consider as you do your holiday shopping this year. I'm going to spend more time talking about gifts to consider for children between the ages of 0 and 7 because so much of our brain development happens during those formative years. One thing that's very, very important for children between the ages of 0 and 2, as they're in that sensory motor period, is that they spend plenty of time, especially the babies, on their tummies, doing activities such as using an activity quilt, rolling balls, playing with little rattles and mirrors and things like that that help to stimulate their vision, their hearing, their proprioceptive system, and their balance system. Don't forget that it's okay to put a kid in a playpen and let them learn how to calm themselves down and entertain themselves. Don't feel like you constantly have to put them into some sort of a seat or some sort of, as we call it, a bucket, because we want our babies to be able to roll and move and stretch and be in many different planes in space, not just in a vertical position. We discourage, in fact, the use of a lot of walkers and some of these exercisers and so forth, so that babies can learn how to control the muscles of their spine and their posture. Activities for these young children: the right brain is mostly developing in young kids, and the right hemisphere is more about understanding our environment. So toys that have like animal sounds, or toys that you can make an animal sound, little cows or a little farmhouse with some sheep or something like that you can play with the kids would be great. And I know these sound a little old-fashioned, but I really want you to think about this in terms of development, because screen time is causing a big problem for many of our children, and they are not interacting with their family members, and they're starting to use these screens too early, and it's having an impact on their brain development. Old-fashioned toys, baby dolls, trucks, bubbles, Play-Doh, all of those things that we all used to do and to create a very sensory-rich environment. And parents, make sure that you are present with your children at these times. Don't just leave them with a bunch of toys to fend for themselves all the time. Try to get down at their level and interact with them. Put your screen down for a while and really be present. As I say, the best present you can give your child this year, or any year for that matter, is to be present with them. For children between the ages of 3 to 7, more or less, I encourage toys that will promote language. Books are great. Puzzles are also very good for them to do as they see how parts go into a whole. Things that will allow children to use their imagination, such as play kitchens or play foods, or again, dolls and animals and other types of human-like toys like Beanie Babies and so forth. With these types of toys, they use their imagination. They actually act out certain social scenes, and the social brain is developing so much during this period. And so they have an opportunity to try things out. What does it like to be the fireman for the day, or the cowboy? And again, think very carefully about how much screen time these children are exposed to, and when we say screen time, we mean TV, tablets, cell phone, all of it combined, and try to limit that to no more than, say, about an hour a day. For children that are older, in the maybe in the 5 to 11-year range, we want activities that make them think. Other types of things, such as board games, are really great for them. Computer games can be fun too, but especially try to do games that you can interact with your child, so they're not just left detached in front of a screen somewhere. Games that we like to recommend for our kids in our office are like the Headbands game, the Apples to Apples game, the Guess Who game, Clue Junior, or even Monopoly Junior. Kind of get back to some of those basics, because it's extremely important for brain development, and your kids and their brains will thank you.